Howdy, everyone. So, I'm supposed to give you tips and tricks, things that I've learned, all kinds of stuff. So, in this particular, look, dude, before I even start, man, look at that. You see, I mean, you can't even see it, dude. All that tinsel, iridescent snow tinsel. Going gray, and I can't wait for it to go pure white, man. But tips and tricks. Here's a little tip and trick that I've learned from my crystal skull. Here's one, here's two. Tips and tricks that you can do, that you can use to increase. I should have, instead of playing with my hair, I should have combed it. Tips and tricks to increase paranormal vision. It is a medical known thing. It is a fact. No way around it. The human body, with our eyes, even in perfect 20/20 vision, we can only see 1% of what is in front of us at all times. So between me and the camera right now, which is my phone, there's 99% that I cannot see. Hollywood makes that scary. Fucking scary, dude. So, you can increase your vision and eye health. This is Kajal. This particular, I'm not endorsed by these people, so I'm not saying their name. But it is a Kajal. It is a healthier one. This goes all the way back to the beginning of time with mankind. Because ever since the beginning of mankind, we've been worshiping and celebrating and honoring, cherishing the dead. The dead do not die. They become into an energy field. You see, the soul within us, that's where we are, a stargate, a portal to life and death. No matter what religion, even Freemasonry, and that's not a religion. Never was, never will. I'll teach you. There you go. So, Kajal, eyeliner, this particular one, long before the Egyptians. And the Egyptians are the ones that we know mostly for doing this shit, okay? Your tear duct, right in here. You're not supposed to put eyeliner or anything, because if you dissect a human body, it's fucking gross. But if you dissect a human body, you don't want to block that up. But you know what? For paranormal vision, and this isn't as sharp as it could be, as you can see, right? Fuck it. I got my sharpener in there. And I'm not doing anything perfect, and I'm doing it right in the camera, and I don't give a fuck, dude. Here's the tip. You want to increase paranormal vision? You want to get to where you too are seeing ghosts? Put that shit on. First of all, it increases your nitric oxide. And what that is increasing the blood flow to your eyes. It's also antibacterial and shit. Helps. Whatever. Got it on my eyelid. Fuck it. Who gives a shit, right? Let's make it match a little. Okay. There's one tip. So it increases the blood flow to your eye and the surrounding tissue. This, the Egyptians, were most known in our history for doing this. It wasn't just to protect from the glare of the sun. It wasn't just to promote eye health. It wasn't just to increase your immune system, of which it all does. Okay? It's because they knew from thousands and thousands and thousands of years before. This shit helps to increase your vision just a touch more. Now, in today's times, because it's 2022, and this is the case that these came in, 3D glasses, along with. Now, it doesn't distort your vision. It's not like you're looking through a kaleidoscope and you're all fucked up on drugs and you're like, oh shit, I can't fucking see. It's not like that. What it is, and I can go outside, it's kind of like having polarized glasses. And I do have them, and I have them all here. I just stopped wearing them because I'm doing all I can to increase my vision paranormally. I mean, I got 20/20 vision, I can see shit fine. But paranormally, that's where that 1% is just not enough. Wearing 3D glasses just kind of alters your view of the way things are. Combined with the increased blood flow into the eye, you're able and allowed to see even just a hair over 1%. And that will, in turn, when you raise your elevation, raise your vibration, put yourself into a damn good mood, man, on top of the motherfucking world. Because when you're down or depressed or you're using negative words, all of these little tips and shit combined, they all add up. And you can, in fact, increase your vision even just a hair over 1%. And that will help. I got curly hair, dude. I got the curly hair from my grandmother, Brizzy. She's the only one in my family line, both sides, that actually had natural curly hair. After I died in 1989, that's when it came. Before that, I had straight hair, dude. Yeah. But, I'm filling you all with tips and tricks, sharing my experiences and all things paranormal, crystal skull, and everything. Like I've said before in posts, really, I mean, anything else in life is just a blessing. If I get to do more acting work, if I work at a fucking gas station or a pizzeria or anything, you know what I mean? Like, it don't matter. Nothing matters right now except for keeping my promise to my brothers and my grandmother, who have come to me last night, and I saw them. Not only did I see both my grandmother and my little brother, but I watched them kind of float over close, because they're not walking, you know what I mean? And they both took turn in wrapping their arm around me, giving me a hug. That to me, being dead, I don't like the cold, man. I don't ever want to be cold again. Fuck no. But the beauty of it all, a lot of people ask if this is, why are you wearing a dog chain, dude? It's not a dog chain. It's proper. Even the little top part, because it went over, is moldavite. I do have a ring on right now because I'm not holding one of my crystal skulls. Otherwise, all the rings on my fingers, I've taken them off. I don't want to scratch a crystal skull. I don't want to chip its nose or anything. I'm not having it. My rings are important, but fuck, man. The crystal skull is more. So, you can take all of these little things that the wise people of our time, from Thoreau to, I mean, shit, the list goes on and on and on. Some of my favorites are like Lao Tzu and my Wayne Dyer. If you want to be one of those Christian, Catholic, or whatever under that whole umbrella of Christianity, you know what I'm saying? But, even if you only want to look at that alone, and beforehand, mankind in the world didn't even exist. But anyway, um, even in the Bible, dude, God is us. We are God. Except in the Bible, it used the word S on the end, because there's more than one person on the planet. We have a link to the other side. That is our soul within us. We're not just cardboard cutouts. We are living, breathing entities that have a soul. Our soul controls us like a little RC car, man. That's all we are, is just a little fucking RC car. Being driven around, talking, hearing, seeing, thinking, communicating. What God? Our soul is a part of God. We have that connection. Yet the physical body can only see 1% of what's in front of us at any given moment. So take these little tips and increase your vision, even just a hair. Because when you elevate your vibration, you can see a little bit better. And that's the important part. And that's today's tip. We can all see, hear, and communicate with ourselves. If you talk to yourself, you're not just talking to yourself. You're not a fucking freak. You're talking to God. Raise your vibration. Also, a little tip when it comes to scrying. I've got an antique scrying table. One of the first pieces of furniture my grandmother bought when she was old enough to live on her own. She gave to me. She just thought it was a nice glass top table. Mirrored top. Black mirror and dark blue mirror. She had no idea that that was a scrying table. She'd given it to me when she passes, that kind of a thing, you know, and she was blown away. She actually has a scrying bowl you fill with water. And I have another one as well. Hers was bigger, so she gave me that too. You don't necessarily need to go out and spend the money on a crystal ball. Or even more, on a crystal skull. You can lay in the bathtub and you can scry in the bath. Understanding that our soul is in our body and that is a part of God. It's not all of God, it's just a part. Laying in the tub. I have posted before, I bathe in holy water. Now, as fucked as that sounds, hear me out. If we have an extension of God within us, that's our soul, that makes our body move, our hands, all that shit. Your divinity manifested into a physical form. So when you're taking a bath, or in the shower or whatever, but I take a bath, because I'm going to soak my body in that water. You hear me? That water in your bath, and I put crystals in it, and around it, in my skulls. That's not just taking a fucking bath to wash your filth. Once God is touching water, which is you, that water becomes holy. And that is why, as fucked up and freaked out and drugged out or whatever you want to call it, that's the truth. We all, instead of just showering off, we should soak in the water. And medically, yes, it does get you clean, okay? You're not soaking in your filth. The dirt falls to the bottom. Anyway, if you don't have a crystal bowl or a scrying bowl to fill with water, which you can use a lake because it doesn't move. A river would flow, ripple, and all of that. So you use a lake or a puddle or a bowl. Black. You can use white, it's fine. But that's like more advanced when it comes to using a bowl of water. Get a black bowl. But when the Holy Spirit, which is within us, is soaking in the tub, that is holy water. And you can scry in the bathtub. I do it all the time. It works. When your eyes have been allowed to flex past, even a hair past 1%, you'll see. So again, to help increase paranormal vision, I kind of recommend getting some 3D glasses. And as I said, I'm not being endorsed. If I was, I'd be even happier. Get a cudgel. Be it pen, like, or pencil, you know what I mean? Or powder, whatever, dude. As long as it's healthy, and read the ingredient label. Because, and I'm getting on my knees. Yeah, I keep being told to kneel, too. Also, breathing. Breathing is important. In or out through your mouth, into your lungs. That's limited. Our body is an organ. It's living. Our skin is the largest organ. It is a living, breathing tissue. It doesn't breathe like we do with our mouth and our nose into the lung. But if you visualize your breathing from your entire being and body, you will feel a difference. If you're using cudgel to increase nitric oxide, it increases the oxygen level. It'll boost your immune system and eye health, and it's antibacterial, helps with the glare of the sun, all that shit. That's not why the Egyptians were doing it. The Egyptians were having it passed down to them throughout the centuries as means, and as we all know, the Egyptians, I can't even speak, the Egyptians were obsessed with death and the afterlife. They left us these little tips. Just like the Bible leaves tips, just like all the ancient texts leaves tips, and the wise men like Plato and Thoreau and Buddha and Wayne Dyer and my other boys like Bruce Lipton and Greg Brayton, and because I'm all about quantum mechanics and quantum physics, you know what I mean? I even named the series that I had, God bless Freemasonry, the quantum mechanics of enlightenment and Freemasonry. Call me an Egyptian, bitch. Because that's where my promise to my family lies. Is in bridging the gap between life and death. And keeping us as brothers together forever. And communicating even when the physical body is gone. And that's why. Anymore, getting another job, doing more acting, whatever it is, that's a blessing in life. But my main focus is to be there to fulfill my promise to my family. Posting all of these things out is coming from the spirit realm and my crystal skulls to give you tips and tricks and help me document each little step along the way, each little experience and everything, so I can add it all up to myself, even, to make it easier. Because as a human, we forget. I've posted before how much we forget. As humans, Christianity has forced us to forget. And Christianity has forced us to believe a lie of separation of man and God, life and death. And to believe that only one person's allowed to live after they die. No one else. We rot in a box, or if you're fucking burned up, after it's dried out enough, we smash the fucking shit with a hammer, and then we call that ashes, and we put it in a pretty fucking urn. But no one's allowed to come back unless your name is Jesus. And before Jesus, which is in a fucking book hundreds of years after, Jesus is the only one that's allowed to live after death. You fucking ignorant pieces of shit. Ignorance is a lack of knowledge. It's not a slam. And if you take it as a slam, slam on you, motherfucker. Slam on you. Because you're ignorant, you're stupid. But all life matters, even to someone. Even if it's just to the spirit realm. And the God that lives inside you. We're alive for a reason. We all have a dharma. A purpose. Now those stupid people, so to speak, think that, oh, my purpose in life is to raise my children. Or to do something sweet. You know what I mean? That's not your dharma. That's just a blessing along the way. Your dharma, 99 point whatever, nobody fucking cares to figure it out. Why are you alive? Why? What was the point in having you breathing life and wasting the fucking air we breathe? Just to raise kids or do something sweet in life? Ooh, I got to do acting. Big fucking deal, dude. That's not your dharma. That's just a blessing. That's icing on the cake. What's the cake? Increase your paranormal vision. Increase your vibration. Raise your vibration. Raise your energy field. Curly hair stands up. Yeah, my hair is fucking healthier than hell, man. I haven't cut my hair in over a year now, since I shaved my head bald. No split ends. My hair is healthier than I think it's ever been, because I started bleaching, dyeing my hair as a kid. So I think my hair is healthier than my whole life, really, except for when I was a child. Increase your paranormal vision. Raise your elevation. Rock out in the tub. Add things. Earth, air, fire, water. Spirit. Okay? So add your crystals to the water. And on the side of the tub. Soak in the tub. This eyeliner, it doesn't really wash off. It's not waterproof or anything. It's just kajal. But even with soap and water, even with using black soap, that shit don't come off easy, which is nice. So even in the tub, rock out to something that raises your elevation. Sound has hair in my mouth. Sound has a huge influence on the body. You don't want to be listening to, as much as I love these bands, you don't want to be listening to something that's all about, murder this, murder that, you know what I mean? That's negativity. Raise your elevation, listen to something better, listen to something that puts you in a good mood, that is also positive. Add a candle in the back, behind your crystal skull, or anything. Even if you're just scrying in the bathtub. Just light a candle, soak in the tub, and you can scry in the tub. What I do that really helps is I make a bubble bath. Not miles thick of bubbles, but enough to where after I'm soaking it in a couple of minutes, all the bubbles start to flatten out. Increasing your paranormal vision isn't just about seeing the dead. It's communicating, whether you see it or not. But you can increase your vision. There's things that we can do. And in this timeline, we've got 3D glasses. And it helps. It just helps alter your view. And with the increased blood flow and an altered view, you can increase it even just a hair over 1%. And we should all know you do not die. You've got loved ones, friends, even people you wished you could have met, and sadly they passed on. They didn't die, and they can come and communicate with you. We just need to do things to get us to where we can feel them and hear them. So these are little things that I'm sharing with you. There's more things that I'm supposed to share, and I am. God bless you, namaste, and have a killer fucking day, dude.